For those of you who are watching this late, right, who have missed the stream, same thing. What's good? What's good? What's going on with y'all? As y'all can see, we a couple minutes early. I told him to come in at 7. He gonna do so. He's punctual. So I just wanted to say before he gets on, right? Any questions you have, let them be known, right? We're gonna answer all your questions, anything that you want to know about him, anything at all appropriate, please. It will be answered. It will be answered. This ain't just me asking them questions, because I can forget a lot of stuff. So if y'all just have anything, because y'all be asking some good questions, just let them be known. That's all I want to say. All right. But we got like 3 minutes left. So in the meantime, what's good with y'all? What's going on? Jacktown, what's up? Shout out to you. Salute to you, my boy. Drum Major, South Carolina State. Yes, sir. We in the building. Let's go, Bulldogs. All right. Can't wait to start talking to my boy. Let me see what time is it. Yeah, 3 minutes left. So just want to make sure I want to let everybody get in here first before before I start talking to my boy. I want to let everybody get in here first. Y'all can hear me good, right? Is that somebody just let me know in the comments if y'all can hear me well. Yes, sir. Y'all, I'm so sad that the season is over. I'm so sad. Like, I'm already looking forward to next season. Seriously. Because it's a lot of talent coming. JSU, let our boys, let the Meac have their time, but just trust me when I say y'all gonna be good. Jordan Hatton was good, bro. What's good with you? Love what FAMU doing on the recruitment trail, my guy. I cannot wait to see that matchup next year. Cannot. Because I'm gonna be there. I missed the first one. I ain't gonna miss the second one. FAMU and JSU, that's gonna be a good matchup. A really good matchup. Shaq, what's goody? What's good, Shaq? Waiting on my boy. We got a minute. We got like a minute, so he should be in here any minute. But shout out to Shaq, man. Y'all just saw the interview with him. I think he in here now. Good. Hello? All right, wait. I guess he's still trying to figure that out. Let him get back in. Let him get back in. But y'all saw my boy Shaq Davis, Mr. Baby Megatron himself. You saw the interview yesterday. If you haven't, go check that out. He got 2 interviews on the channel now, and it's straight. It's dope. It's fire. The first time was getting to know him. The second time was because a lot of y'all slept on me when I told you about him the first time. All right. So please just check both of those out, if you will. All right. Let me see. Here he goes. What's good? Yeah. Hey, I wonder what's going on with. He must be not know how to work this, man. Let me message him real quick. Like it for real. Most definitely. Yeah. He having a little trouble getting on. So yeah. all right. I think there he is now. Hey, yo, you can hear me? What Jay got going on? Shaq, what Jay got going on, bro? Mm. You good, bro?
Yeah, man. Just trying to make it, man.
All right, good. All right, so we good now. All right, hey, I appreciate you doing this, my boy. For sure.
For sure.
You know?
Much love.
All right. Hey, but check this out though. Now, Y'all have won the Celebration Bowl. You did that. A lot of people didn't think you could do it. You pulled off what a lot of people thought was impossible. And here y'all are now live in the flesh. So I'm happy because I've been wanting to give the Meac coverage, right? And I'm glad that I finally, I get a really good reason to do it, being that y'all are HBCU champions. But I want to start off with this, just to get the people something to know you by a little bit better, right? Who's your favorite NFL?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's too much of
Steelers
y'all.
fan, man. Steelers fan.
It's too much of y'all, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Is it because of former state defensive lineman Hargrave?
Nah, I've been a fan before Hargrave got there, but I mean, it always been that defense. James Harrison, Troy Polamalu, Lawrence Timmons. I mean, they made me fall in love with that defense.
Yeah, like you a real fan then.
Yeah, I'm solidified.
Okay. All right, so listen. Start bench cut, right? My boy Off Script always does this on his live, so that's where I got the inspiration from. Start bench cut college edition. Jadeveon Clowney, Joey Bosa, Myles Garrett. Start bench cut. Who you got?
College edition?
Yeah, college. Like these, not NFL, these guys, but college version of these guys. Start bench cut. Who you got?
I'm going to go Clowney, Garrett, Bosa.
In that order. Start bench cut. In that order.
In that order. I got to show love to Clowney, man. He went to South Point, South Carolina, baby, man.
You know what? I don't blame you for that. I don't blame you for that. Clowney was definitely that guy coming out of South Carolina.
Yeah.
So I'm interested, man. Jay, what was your recruiting story coming out of high school? Who wanted you? Like what was that? What was that story like?
I mean, I was getting looked at by a couple schools like North Greenville, Clemson at one point in South Carolina, but nobody really threw an offer. And then, like, going into basketball season during high school, I got a call from Coach Harrison and Coach Pugh, and then they said they wanted me. They took a chance on me, and that's how I ended up at South Carolina State.
Okay, and that just came out of nowhere. Like, was your coaches just like constantly sending out film to these schools, and South Carolina State just hit back?
I mean, yeah, and no, they were sending out stuff, and then me personally, I kept sending out information too with people that I knew, trying to get myself into certain schools. But State hit me back and gave me the offer, and then when I took that visit, it felt like home. So that's how I ended up at State.
All right, so and that leads me to another question, right? What was Coach Pugh's what was his recruiting pitch? Like, what was it that he said that convinced you that South Carolina State is the school for me?
Yeah, he first asked me, did I want to make it to the league? I told him, yes, sir. He said, we send a lot of people out the defense to the league, and I was like, oh snap, all right, bet. And then Marshall McFadden, he Lamar High School alumni. I came from Lamar High School, so I ended up talking to him, and then that's how that process all got together, and that opened my eyes and like, yeah, I want to be here.
And Lamar, is that the same high school Jacoby went to, right?
Yeah, me and Jacoby 2 years apart. We went to the same high school.
Oh, that's cold. And did he help in your recruitment? Did he try to get you to come to State too?
Most definitely, he definitely did.
All right, so listen. When you got to Orangeburg and you saw the campus for the first time, right? What was your impression?
I'm home. I mean, it felt like a family environment with all the people there, people of my stature. It was always, you need this, you need that, like you need help with this, you need help with that, and it just felt like a whole family environment. I was like, yeah, I need to be here.
And watching your game, right? Like, I really love how you play. Like, you're tenacious, you got a high motor, right? You just a overall disruptor of a defensive lineman. I want to know though, who do you model your game after in the league?
Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack.
I watch Khalil Mack highlights all the time. I mean, I watch a lot of defensive ends, but Khalil Mack just stood out to me because he's not the tallest, he's not the biggest, but he really real smart with how he rushed and the moves he used on certain linemen. because he's very undersized as a edge rusher, and I see myself model after him.
Okay. All right. Now, somebody in the chat goes by my boy Impact7. He wants to know which Meac slash SWAC team was tougher to defend against this season.
I'm gonna say FAMU.
Word.
FAMU. I gotta show respect to FAMU. Them boys, they offense was kind of tough.
Damn, you
It was
gonna
pretty
eat
tough.
that up too. They gonna eat
Yeah,
that up.
they're gonna show out without, but yeah,
You
I
know how
gotta
they
show
fans
respect.
is, cause oh Lord, all right, they gonna be in this comment section.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm wondering, right? Because you're familiar with Mr. Go 30, right? Like you be watching his videos.
Oh yeah. I see.
An athlete. I want to know: do you have any embarrassing film moments? Every athlete that had at least one. You know, we all done had put some bad film out there on practice or a game. Do you
I'm
have
trying to
any?
know if it's real bad. I don't know.
Mm,
I done got juked a couple of times at practice, and them boys laughing at me. So I mean, that really about it. I done got dropped a couple of times.
who was it? Kendra Flowers?
Nah, it wasn't Kendra. It was Xavier Knox. He had got me, man.
Oh man,
My
ooh,
boy, he
hey
had got me, man.
man, we all know that feeling, bro. It's hard. You think you got them, they going to the next, right?
Yeah, them
All
boys ate
right,
that up for
so
about a week.
for a week.
Them boys ate that up for about a week.
All right, so y'all have when y'all clinch the Meac, right? Like at this point, y'all know we going to the Celebration Bowl. Y'all know this, and you know your opponent is going to come down to either PV or JSU.
Yeah.
When you found out it was JSU, what was the thoughts? Because you heard about Dion, you heard about the Power Five guys they got, all the stars and everything like that. What was your thoughts when you knew it was going to be Jackson State?
We actually watched the PV and JSU game, like in our dorm. The whole team was in there. You know what I'm saying? We watched it. And my first thought was like, all right, bet. So we're gonna have a lot of publicity, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot of cameras. This game gonna get like overhyped, you know what I'm saying? Because of them.
Right.
But me and Nisha, I'm like, it's just another game, you know what I'm saying? We just go out there and ball, do what we do.
So y'all always really on that same mindset, like we don't care that they got all
Yeah,
these guys. Another game.
it's just another game.
And you know what? I love that y'all say that because I feel like a lot of SWAC teams they looked at Jackson State and they, in the name alone, just kind of scared them a little bit, like
Yeah.
like psychologically. And that's why Jackson State was able to make the run that they did and dominate like they did. You know, so I love the fact that when it comes to the Meac, y'all just got a different mindset. It's like you're gonna have to come out here and show me.
For
I love
sure.
it.
For sure.
All right, so when I was talking to Shaq yesterday, he said that during their film session, the coaches were really hyping up James Houston, number 41, the defensive lineman for Jackson State. So I want to know on the offensive side, did your coaches hype up anybody, and if so, who was it?
I wouldn't say hype them up, but they definitely talked about Shador a lot. You know what I'm saying? How he was a smart quarterback. He made the right decision at the right time. So, I mean, we really keyed in on him, thinking if we can mobilize him to just one asset, we can actually compete against them and make things tough for them offense.
Because like y'all just knew like the run game hasn't really been
Yeah.
the strong point of Jackson State all season, right? So you just,
Yeah.
and y'all being as good as y'all is against the run, I know the confidence was already there. Like we got that on lock. Like it's just Shador we got to worry about.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so listen, I want to know, how did y'all feel about getting no love from the celebrities? Because you saw Jamie Foxx, Jeezy was out there talking to him, right? I asked Shaq that yesterday. Snoop Dogg shout him out. Just all the comedians, everybody was on. JSU all year. Even Duff was out there. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Duff. But nobody came to talk to y'all. So how did that make you feel?
I mean, I ain't felt no type of way anyway. We used to not getting that notoriety from celebrities like that. I mean, we got our celebrities like Darius Leonard, Javon Hargrave, Antonio Hamilton, like those guys, they always reach out to us, you know what I'm saying, wish us good luck. But as far as like big time celebrities, how you said, those guys, I mean, we really ain't care. We just it's a football game. This ain't no movie production. We playing football. That's how we saw it.
And it's interesting that you say that because like I know like I was thinking like, dang, I know they gotta at least think about it. Like, ain't nobody want to talk to us. Like Jeezy, you don't wanna talk to
Not
Bro
even
T.
cheesy.
I'm
Yeah.
glad y'all felt that way. And honestly, just like I told Shaq when I was talking to Terrence Tucker, he was, he basically said like it's just fake love anyway. They there for Dion anyway. If it wasn't for Dion,
Yeah.
they would not be at no Celebration Bowl talking to Jackson State and everything like that. But y'all, the matchup is set now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is saying, oh, 40-point blowout, 40-point blowout. Man, we got this in the first half. How did you respond to that disrespect when you heard it?
I mean, we took that, we bottled it up, and as a defense, we said to each other, you know what I'm saying? We've been disrespected all year, and I mean, for somebody to publicly go out and say that we're going to lose by 40 to JSU, we felt disrespected. Felt like that was a slap in the face because we one of the top defenses, not
In the
even just in the MEAC, but overall FCS. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I felt like that's a slap in the face. So we just wanted to go out there and prove to everybody that it ain't gonna be like that.
Right, and even that athletic director, Ashley Robinson, like the AD said this, bro. Like he went on video and said this about y'all. So I know
Yeah,
y'all had feel some kind of way about that. Like that's crazy.
yeah. We saw the video and then like Shaq said, we got a group chat. So we was in the group chat. We was talking about it, and so
Yeah,
like we took that to heart. And when we got to practice, it wasn't none of that laughing and talking. We was all locked in and focused.
Coach P made sure that y'all wasn't distracted by any of the noise.
Yeah, we wasn't worried about none of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like how did he even try to go about like keeping y'all away from that, or did he trust that y'all just wasn't gonna pay attention to it anyway?
Nah, he told us we had several meetings, like him telling us, like, don't even buy into the hype. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do what we've been doing. Do what got us here. So us as athletes, you know what I'm saying? We didn't buy into it. We just kept doing what we're doing as far as meetings, practice, how we acted on social media. So we ain't buying none of that.
Mm. Now I remember like when I was little and like everybody got teased in school, right? At a certain point, like your mama would be like, "Hey, just avoid all that. They stupid, right?" But at a certain point, you gonna get to your last straw with the disrespect, right? Like,
Yeah.
so I want to know what was the last straw for you? Like, what was the one post or one statement you heard that was like, all right, when I see these boys is up, what was the final straw for you?
Uh, when the video on TikTok with Keontae Hampton, when he was like, bring out all the scouts, everybody, hope everybody be there. And that was it right there. It was like, yeah, please do that. He was like, yo, please do that.
I love it. Everybody always refer to the Keontae video, and I was just like, I'm watching it, and I'm just like, boy, these boys don't know they digging themselves into a hole. Nah, for real,
Yeah,
because
man.
everybody was looking at South Carolina State, and they looked at y'all record, right? And they assume, oh, these
Mm-hmm.
boys trash. Like, look at this record. And I've been telling them, we got dogs in South Carolina. I'm born and
Mm-hmm.
raised in South Carolina. I know what it's like. You feel me? We got dogs in South Carolina. It ain't gonna be easy for y'all because y'all got these dudes from Power Five, and they didn't want to believe it. So
Nah,
it's just crazy that you say that, right?
yeah.
Now, pregame playlist.
Uh,
It
I
used to be
definitely listen to
for me.
definitely
Who
Young
was
Boy.
Young Boy?
The young Boy definitely in there. I listen to the Baby a lot. Um, I listen to Eminem, Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? It's some songs in there that get me right.
Now, when you say Lil Wayne, now old Wayne and that new Wayne, I don't mess with that new Wayne.
Wayne is Wayne regardless, but I mean
Mm,
definitely that old Wayne. Yeah,
I got Wayne. You think Wayne is Wayne regardless?
yeah, Wayne always gonna be Wayne. He the greatest.
Oh, I don't know about that, man. The mid 2000s, Wayne. Early 2000s, mid
Yeah,
2000s, he was on it.
yeah.
I think he done got lax a little bit, but I feel you. I feel you on that. So listen, y'all get in the game. I know you're motivated. They gave y'all all the bulletin board material by now. The game starts. They go on a little run. They score first. What was the mindset after that? Like, was there any doubt? Because a lot of the fans was cheering up. Everybody was like, "Yeah, see how easy it is. This is gonna be y'all game." When they scored that first touchdown, what was going through y'all head?
No, it's a game. We're gonna make mistakes. They're gonna capitalize on our mistakes. I mean, it was bound to happen at some point. You can't hold a team down forever.
Hmm.
It's somewhere in there you're gonna make a mistake, and then we end up making a mistake, which they capitalized off of. And then once they capitalized, we came back to the sideline, regroup, got ourselves back together, and realized who we was. So that made us locked in, and then went from there.
Hmm. And I wanna lead that into another question. During film, what did you notice about Jackson State to keep them to only 10 points?
Definitely the run game, because we noticed that we figured out that they was gonna pass the ball at least 40 times. It was like, okay, so no running. We don't have to really focus on the run because we know y'all not gonna run the ball on us.
Mm,
So it was more of getting to the quarterback or containing him or making sure he don't complete well over 50 passes. I mean 50% of his passes.
mm.
So I mean, once we keyed into that and bought into that, it was just go time from there.
And I was meaning to talk about that, right? We know how deadly Shador can be when he has time to throw the ball. But
Mm-hmm.
you ain't gave that man time to throw the ball. You was on him. Like you was on him almost every play. I think you contributed to that interception where you drilled him and he
Yeah.
got the pass off, but it wobbled and it got picked. So you can
Mm-hmm.
so I was just like, my God, like y'all ain't giving this man no time to throw, right? And so that
Yeah.
leads me to my next question. What are your thoughts on Shador now that you
Nah,
got
Shador, he gonna be a great player. Like for dude, he's very smart with decision making. He know when to run. He know how to escape the pocket. He know his target before the play even starts. He see a defense, he's gonna check it and do something to make his offense put his offense in a better position. So all shout out and props to Shador. Hope he have a great career, no cap.
mm, that's
Yeah,
dope because Shador, like I know everybody else was on the JSU side was like talking, but Shador ain't really
yeah.
no talking. Like he a real oh he
Hey
Shador
man, hey.
you
I
know
mean,
something.
I ain't gonna spill the beans, but at that banquet, it was a whole lot of talking. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Hey, no, hold on. Cause see, somebody did explain the banquet, right? Like they was going off with the rap songs, they was dancing, they was
Yeah,
acting and all that, blah blah blah. They was chirping at y'all at the banquet.
man, it was a lot of chirping. So we ain't really do the back and forth with them. We let them. That was their show. We play ball on Saturdays. Hey,
See, I ain't know
hey.
all that. I ain't know all that. No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so what was the turning point in the game for you? Like, at what point in the game or what play did you know, oh, we got this? It's over with. Them boys
The,
broke.
at the after the last interception. Well, the interception when I called that interception, and I don't know if it was the next possession or a couple possessions after that when the Kobe got a sack, and that just routed up the
Oh,
whole defense, the whole arena, and that was it. We was like, yeah, we got it.
I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah,
nah, he was the Kobe was hyped after that, bro. He was
yeah.
definitely hyped after that. So I want to talk about the bad blood, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
during the game, y'all was laying the wood. Like, I mean, hitting the tight end, like just knocking his Colin Ritchie, his big self out of bounds, right? Old boy with the helmet off, snatching
Yeah.
dude out on the sidelines, that clip going viral. What if you can tell me what was some of the things being said between you and the old lineman? Like what was some of the things you heard?
I
If
mean,
you can
they was talking before like snaps was even. They was calling us sorry. We too small. We can't mess with them. Like we not FAMU basically. That's what they was trying to tell us. We not FAMU. So y'all ain't gonna get out there just as good as they did. So we took that to heart, and we just got after them the whole game. Like every play, we just got after them.
oh that's just disrespectful right there. Like
Yeah,
so they really came in with the attitude like, oh, we just got this in the
like,
bag. Like they
yeah. They definitely came with that type of energy. But we just had to shut it down and play our ball. That was it.
So you guys win the game, right? And you do so handedly. Nobody expected it. And yet most of the cameras really seemed like it was still in JSU's faces. Like nobody
Mm-hmm.
even, everybody was saying JSU lost and that y'all didn't win it. So I want to, in your opinion, like why does nobody want to give the Meac their attention and their credit that they deserve?
I mean, honestly, I don't even know how to answer that. I mean, the Meac, after losing Fam and Bethune, really ain't been getting no kind of press or notoriety as big as we would like. But I mean, we don't really buy into that. We just rather play football than be in the media all the time anyway.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I want to know personally, right, for you, what do you hope to accomplish before that you leave South Carolina State? Still got a while
Graduate.
to go.
I want to graduate. That's all I do. I want to graduate. Football gonna be there, but I need to graduate for sure.
I feel you. And
Yeah.
what are you majoring in right now?
Sports management.
Sport. That was my major too. Okay,
Yeah.
most definitely. So what do you hope to if football doesn't become a career option, what would you like to do with that degree? What job would you like to take up with that?
I want to be a personal trainer. I want to train athletes from grade school all the way to college. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Prepare them for whatever their next stage is gonna be,
mm.
and make sure like their mental is right, making sure like they seeing the world in the right phases of life. You know, I don't want to just be their trainer. I want to be also like a mentor, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Now, please explain to the kids that's in high school right now that's still watching this, who are even thinking about majoring in sports management. It's not an easy major.
No,
It's they hear the sport in it. It sounds easy.
it
It's
sounds
not
easy,
an
but
easy major.
nah,
You
you got to
know,
really lock in and buy into whatever subject that is, and really, you gonna need help. Ain't nobody just not gonna need help. You gonna need help for sure.
mm. All right. So D Hurlin wants to know, Jeblonski, how did your parents choose that name?
I get that question like every other day, like for. But nah, my great grandma had a book of names. At least this the story I heard. My great
Mm.
grandma had a book of names, and Jeblonski was one of the names that she thought was very unique, and she gave it to my dad, and it trickled down to me. So I'm a junior. That was my dad's name first. Yeah,
Hey, you know what? That's definitely a unique name. You don't
yeah.
hear too much Jablon. I love creativity with names. Like like
Hmm.
I love it. I don't want Paul, Jake, all like nah. I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
So the Dazzling Urban Knight, he already answered this question earlier. The NFL defensive lineman that he patterned his game after. Khalil Mack isn't a
yeah.
defensive lineman, but that's who he models his game after. Just so you know. Next question. Will South Carolina State play in the FCS playoffs next season?
I don't know. That really ain't based off on our decision. That's that committee and what they do with that. We don't too much care for the playoffs or like that whole situation because of us being able to go to the Celebration Bowl. So I mean, whether we are able to go to the Celebration Bowl or the playoffs, we're gonna be grateful for whatever.
And I wanted to ask, fam, you went to the playoffs this year. They played
Yeah,
Southeastern Louisiana, and after that loss, there was reports of bottles being thrown, racial slurs being yelled from the fan base and everything like that. When you hear stuff like that, does that make y'all think like we don't even want the playoffs? Like we glad we got this celebration bowl. Like what's the thoughts to that?
I mean, you don't want nobody throwing racial slurs or bottles or anything at any type of football game, whether it's HBCU or PWIs. You know? But
Mm.
whether we go to the playoffs or Celebration Bowl, we don't mind it because we tune all that out anyway. We worry about what's inside that 120 and we focus on that.
Got you, got you. Now, hey, your boy Shaq asks, "What's your why?" I don't know what that means. I gotta be an inside thing.
Man,
What,
he
what
already know.
what's
My,
your why? Like, what does that mean?
my why is my son. I got a son. He was 1 month. He was born November 5th, 2021. His name is Mason Isaiah Tedder. That's my why. I've been playing for him. I've been writing his name on my wrist, on my tape wrist, every game from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. Like, knowing that I got a kid in this world, man, push me to be better, not just on the field, but in life, because now I got someone looking up to me that's
Right.
mine. So he makes me want to be better every day. That's my why.
Yo, love it. Definitely understand that. I got a 1-year-old, so I understand. A 1-year-old son. I understand where you coming from, right? Like it's definite it's more motivation, right? And this is like your son is probably pushing you even harder to get to the league. Like I know that's your goal.
Definitely.
I know that's your goal, right? And after the game, like just like Shaq was trending on Twitter, your name came up too. Your name came up a lot too, and a lot of people were saying like you're definitely a draft prospect. So when that time comes, is there any team you would like to go to? Like, are you a cold weather guy, warm weather? You don't want to do the cold? Does it not matter? Like, where would you like to go?
Yeah, honestly, don't even matter. I just want to be blessed to play on the next level, and
Mm-hmm.
whoever so desire to choose me to be a part of their organization, I'm gonna be thankful. Whether it's cold, hot, arena, non-arena, it don't even matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Offscript, man. He was like one of the few people who even picked y'all to win. Like, and he was like, during the group chat, he was like, man, dude's a beast. Dude's really
Respect.
good. Shout out to him.
Respect.
He's saying you were a monster during that game, but he also has a question, and it says, did he know he would be able to dominate the way he did against JSU?
I wouldn't say I did know, but I mean, I was just out there playing the way I always been playing. You know what I'm saying? Trying to win all my one-on-ones, trying to beat the blocks from tackles, double teams from the tight ends, or chip blocks from the running back. I'm just trying to put my team in the best position possible, basically.
Okay. Now, the Dazzling Urban Knight wants to know, do you prefer a 4-3 defense or a 3-4?
4-3. It's
4-3?
easy.
Of course. Of
It's
course.
easy.
As a former defensive end myself,
Yeah.
I love the 4-3.
It's easy.
Now, let's see, I got another question up there. Thomas Lowe wants to know, what did you see? What did you personally see on film that helped y'all limit JSU high-powered passing attack?
We noticed that the offensive line, like, they always move people around. We noticed, like, it wasn't the same person playing the same position every other game. So we saw that, and then we took heed of that to, like, okay, they don't play well as a unit because they don't have that much experience together. So we took heed of that, and we mixed up our personnel. So we just try to beat them one-on-one, beat them with twists, do what we could
Stunts and
get to the
everything.
quarterback. Yeah.
Now, it's interesting that you say that, right? Because that was a lot of people's criticism when they was like stockpiling all this talent in the offseason. Like, yeah, y'all got the talent, but can y'all develop that chemistry? Because that's important. And I think what people don't realize about South Carolina State is, because you don't really go out of the Carolina, Georgia area when you recruit, or because you don't really take transfers, at least not as much as other people do. Like, y'all are Coach P prefers to develop freshmen and just raise them up like that. So y'all's chemistry is great. Like, on a yearly basis, it's a great thing. Like, there's no one name better than the team and everything like that. So I'm definitely glad that you mentioned that. Now, I know you heard the news about the number one recruit in the country committing to Jackson State. Obviously, something like that is bigger than just JSU or any school. Like, this is big for the whole HBCU round. So how did you feel about that? Like, when you saw that happen?
We felt excited, not even knowing that he was going to JSU, but the fact that he decommitted from FSU to come to an HBCU, knowing he was the number one player in the nation. So much respect to Travis Hunter and his decision making, and much love to JSU on getting somebody of that stature.
Now, my boy Jacktown 7785 wants to know, how can JSU's O-line improve in your opinion?
I mean, them just working together in the off season, bonding more, being able to help each other as a unit during certain situations of the game, being able to talk more and stuff like that.
Okay. Now, last question from me, right?
Yeah.
I think y'all, because I like the same way I called y'all in the Celebration Bowl before the season started, I'm calling it again for next year. I think this is y'all time. This is y'all window of opportunity, and y'all gonna take full advantage of it. With that being said, a lot of people, including me, want to see that JSU versus South Carolina State sequel in the Celebration Bowl. Um, but just speaking for y'all, do you believe that South Carolina State will be in the Celebration Bowl next year? We'll be back in the
Um,
Celebration Bowl.
we just gonna work how we've been doing from like the time we get back to school, January, all the way through the summer, all the way leading up to August. We just gonna work. We don't call stuff before it even happens. We just work.
God, I
And
love
if we're blessed to make it back, then we just blessed. All thanks to God.
it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Now, I've been speaking to a lot of I know a lot of people on the JSU side as well, the recruits, some of the players and people in the organization. They want it back in blood, bro. Like they really can't believe that y'all pulled off the victory the way that y'all did. They really want to see y'all again. Um, what is your reply to that? Like they want y'all to see y'all again. What is your reply to that?
Yeah, both of us end up making it back to the celebration, but then it'll be that.
It'll be that exact. Hey,
It'll be that.
I love it. I love it. Now
Yeah.
listen, in the comment section, right? Thomas Lowe wants to know what was the message at halftime, knowing that JSU was a second half team and they was only down by 3 points.
Basically, keep your foot on the gas. Don't let up because we knew what type of team it was in the second half. But everything was still based around JSU, JSU, JSU. But what about us? Why not us? Why we can't finish the game strong and come out victorious?
Right.
So his message was keep your foot on their necks and don't let up. Play to the final whistle was blown.
And I know I asked you this earlier. I think you named the SWAC team, but who was the hardest Meac team that you had to face this year?
Hardest me at team, Norfolk.
No. Oh, word.
Definitely Norfolk.
Okay.
They offense. They had a very balanced offense, and they quarterback Juwan Carter amazing.
Oh, beast.
Yeah, I like JC. I like.
Okay. All right. My Smash Time Production, shout out to you. He wants to know, now that y'all have beat Jackson State and are on the map, are y'all ready for the press that y'all are going to receive next season?
I mean, whatever comes with winning a championship, we ready for. I mean, we just gonna stay humble and be blessed that everything that had happened this past week and a half, we just gonna go with that. We just gonna keep doing what we've been doing.
Mm,
Yeah.
I got you. Now, listen, I'm going to be at a lot of games next season, right? Jackson State, especially, but definitely South Carolina State, because I'm like 2 hours from y'all. I should have been to some games anyway. Hey, I don't know who I got to go to. I need a sideline pass or something. Tell Coach Pugh, tell somebody, hey, CFL need a sideline pass. I need something. I don't want to be in the stands. I want to be right there.
Yeah.
Just talking to y'all when I can. Halftime, everything like that. Just let Coach Pugh know that for your boy. Like I'm trying to get up in there. All right.
We got
But,
you. We got you.
all right. So listen, does anybody have any more questions for my guy Jeblonski? Do y'all have any more questions? Darren Jennings, do you see yourself as a defensive and a linebacker?
I'm a hybrid. I can
Mm,
play both.
Sell yourself. That's what I love, boy. Sell
Yeah.
yourself, bro. Sell yourself. Exactly. Love it. All right. The Dazzling Urbanite wants to know: are there any new defensive recruits coming in that you are excited to see? Good question.
I don't know them by name, but it's some I done saw and I seen they film with them committing, and I'm very excited to see them on the offensive side and the defensive side.
Mm, okay, I got you. Y'all, any more questions? Thomas Lowe, he already answered that. He said it was the sack by Kobe Durant. Um, Oh, as a matter of fact, I think I got something for you as well. So we know Jacoby's getting drafted, right? He's
Yeah,
a if he's 6'2", he going second, third round. Me and Osprey been saying that for a while. Um, but Zafir Kelly is a guy who needs to be looked at. Like I was talking to Shaq about this yesterday, right? Zafir Kelly is a guy who needs to be looked at. Other than those two, and you, of course, who else is an NFL guy on that defensive side of the roster?
I want to say Patrick Garbo for sure.
Mm,
BJ Davis, of course.
dog,
Yeah, dog for sure.
dog.
Um, we got a couple guys. We got a good bit of guys, but those the main guys that names that always get notarized. So that core right there.
Okay, and I think might as well be the last question. Might as well be the last one, Mr. Darius Jenner. I think he meant to ask you who was the best lineman that you faced all season.
um, I don't even know. Best lineman probably was the dude from Norfolk. I can't remember his name, but I think he's from South Carolina to be exact. I think he's from Columbia,
Mm,
but he go to Norfolk. He's probably one of the best ones I faced.
I got you. I
Yeah,
got you. So listen, thank you, Mo. Thank you so much for being
appreciate you.
on the podcast, bro. Definitely appreciate you. I'm glad that I can be the one to bring more awareness and more depth to South Carolina State because y'all definitely deserve it. Um, and with that being said, any final message that you have to the JSU faithful, or just the SWAC faithful in general, because they swear the Meac is dead. So, any final message that you got to them?
We here and no disrespect, but I'm pretty sure we don't woke up a lot of people, so they know we here.
Got you, got you. Hey, bro, thank you so much again for being on this podcast. I gotta have you back on. I hope you know that next season, I
Appreciate you.
want y'all boys back on next season. Like,
Yeah,
just do that. All right. So, with that being said, I appreciate you again, and we're gonna be in touch for sure. We're gonna be in touch.
for sure. Appreciate
All
y'all,
right,
bro.
bro. All right, there you have it. That was your boy Jeblonski Green. All right, dominating, disruptive defensive lineman for South Carolina State. Man, now that I'm gonna try to get some more South Carolina State players on. I know y'all been asking for the punter. I know y'all have been asking for Corey Fields. I'm gonna get in touch with those guys, see if I can get them on as well. But now I think it's time to get some JSU people on here as well and get their side of the game. Like, you want to hear from both sides, right? How those guys are doing, what their mindset is like, and everything like that. I think it's important that you hear from both. So I'm gonna try to get in touch with some guys and from the JSU side to see if I can get them on as well. I know Ken Clark was interested. He reached out to me, so we're gonna definitely see if we can get him on. I got to check the schedule and everything like that, but you know, Diamondre, I reached out to Jacoby, man. He a hard dude to get a hold of. So if you can anybody in here, if y'all can get a hold of Jacoby, I would love to have him on. Jacktown, I would love to have Nugget on as well. If y'all can get in touch with that man, please, because I done tried for both of them. If y'all can get in touch with them, please do so. Like I would love to have them on, right? Because those are great talents. Those are great talents. A lot more CFL recruiting, not recruiting series, but commitment series are coming. I didn't have any time to do it this week. Like, and I see the people, I see the talent committing to all schools. Alabama A&M is stacking. Mississippi Valley, we know what they're doing. North Carolina A&T just got a dog from the Gamecocks. So all those videos will be coming. But with that being said, man, thank y'all so much for watching the CFL podcast. And we'll be in touch for sure. Like, it's gonna be a lot more announcements. This ain't all. But with that being said, thank y'all for showing up and showing out. Love y'all so much. Love the endless support that you give me. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.